Hello, my friend, and welcome. My name is Geeta, and I'm a spiritual and wellness activist. And these videos are to help you use the practices of classical yoga in your everyday life, to help you discover your own natural power, your inborn power, so you can use that to be more peaceful, easeful, and useful. If you like these videos, I'm going to throw up a quick plug right now. Hit like, subscribe so that you get all the latest updates from me. And you can also hit that little bell icon, which will alert you when there's a notification of some Gita sprinkles of yoganess being dabbled out there on YouTube. So I want to talk today, though, this video is all about managing the effects, the side effects of the COVID vaccine, because I've been hearing from friends, students, fellow teachers across the board, how some of them are really getting whammied by the side effects. And I'm due for my second shot in a while, so I'll let you know how that goes. But I want to share some yoga perspective on how to handle things. So here's how today's little mini talk is going to go. Very briefly, I'm just going to talk about what is actually happening in the world with these vaccines and the side effects. And then give a little idea of yoga philosophy as it pertains to how you mentally handle when your wellness gets a little sidetracked by something like a vaccination that has a temporarily sort of seemingly adverse effect, even though we know it's not an adverse effect, but teach you how to use the yoga philosophy to help you manage your thought patterns and what that really means. And then I'll get you some very specific yoga-based remedies for the actual symptoms themselves. But in yoga and the traditional sister science of Ayurveda, we really look at prevention rather than cure. And of course, I'm no doctor. Consult with your doctor about anything, right? I'm a yoga teacher, so what I'm offering you is a yoga lens on all of this. Cool? Awesome. So here's the deal. You guys have been experiencing a whammy of symptoms. I've heard it all, from brain fog and fatigue to just people, several friends I can think of, even ones who used all the strategies I'm outlined here, who have been laid out for like days. Like I didn't do anything for days. And this happens, but here's the deal. The good news is that we know that these side effects are proof that your immune system is mounting a response. Right? And so that next time, if that coronavirus comes into your body's like, I know how to handle this, immune system activate, and it will. All indications are that these vaccines are really good at preventing severe COVID. That is the good news. So the best science, though, really happens as the process of discovery is made. And yoga is really a science. It's a process for you to do discovery and research on your own body, your mind, and your spirit every minute of every day. So I invite you to think of yourself as a researcher in this process. And if you're watching this video, that tells me you are already a researcher because you're interested and you're curious about what you can do to manage what happens. So that is the good news, is that we know these vaccines do seem to, at this point in time, be quite effective at preventing severe COVID. And we do know also that there's a very strong indication right now that women are more predisposed to be having these symptoms than men are. This has, a couple of reasons. I give some of the links to the information below, but, there's a couple of reasons why women, we have more estrogen, and estrogen is partly responsible for the immune response in the body. More estrogen, more immune response. The immune system is also sort of activated, if you will, by the related genes are found on the X chromosome, of which women have 2 X chromosomes. And men only have 1. So that seems to play a part. I'll put a link to some information below if you want to get more into the science of why across the board, not just with coronavirus vaccine, but with other vaccines as well, women seem to have more side effect symptoms than men. Estrogen, that X chromosome, men have testosterone, which can blunt the immune response. I'll put a link to some of that science if you want to go down that well and look at some of that great research that was collated by the New York Times. I'll put that link below. But vaccines affect men and women differently. So, but what does yoga teach us philosophy-wise? Let's get into yoga philosophy and then some exact strategies. So yoga philosophy, here's the thing. One of the things I've been hearing from people is that they say, why did this happen to me? I'm so stressed out. I didn't like losing a couple of days. Like, I know it's helping. I know it means that the vaccine is working, and I know it means this, and I know it means that, but I feel lousy. I feel like junk. I'm not happy with this situation. Here's where the yoga philosophy comes in, and you have to hold yourself accountable for your thoughts. Because when you change your thoughts, then you change your behavior. Actually, let me add something there. When you change your thoughts, you change your neurochemistry. And when you change your neurochemistry, that sets up a more favorable condition for you to change your behavior. Now, this dates back, this notion that I'm going to teach you today called Pratipaksha Bhavana. And this dates back all the way to the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, which there's a lot of guesswork as to when these were actually written, but we know at the very least 2,000, perhaps more on the order of 4,000 to 5,000 years ago, this was written down. And here it is. When you have that negative thought, I feel so lousy. Why do I have this headache? This is a pain in my butt. I don't want to miss 2 days of work. Whatever your mental drama is about how you're feeling and how you feel that you shouldn't be feeling this way, or you're just stuck in the pain cycle, you catch that negative thought and you switch it for the opposite positive thought. So instead of like, oh, I have this headache, think, my body is healthy and strong. I trust my body. I trust my immune response. I know that I will be stronger in a few days than I'm feeling right now. Whatever it is for you, flip that negative thought into a positive one and repeat it. This requires, and classical yoga requires, you have some discipline. That's why most people just want to take a yoga studio class here and there and say they do yoga. You did some yoga, you moved your body, but yoga really means every day, every thought, every pattern that you're holding yourself responsible for that, for generating those positive outcomes. It means discipline, but it also means freedom, because when you have that freedom of thought to realize, man, I can take that negative, junky thought and be like, wow, I can flip it around, your whole life begins to change. And here's how it helps specifically with this COVID, is that if you promote that sort of inflammatory, anxious or angry or frustrated state, you are actually stimulating your body to go more into a fight or flight mode, which will actually increase your inflammatory response. It will increase your stress hormones, and it will increase your perception of pain. However, when you switch that negative thought for a positive thought using Pratipaksha Bhavana, from I have such a bad headache to I trust that my body's wisdom will handle this with ease. I'm just making these up as I go. When you flip it, you're actually shifting your body out of fight or flight and into a more restful state, which boosts your immune system, decreases your perception of pain, and quite honestly, you turn from a big old cranky pants into someone that people want to be around. Isn't that amazing? You're changing your neurochemistry when you think positively. It is not wishful thinking. It is the original scientific inquiry into how your thoughts are shaping your reality in every moment. Oh, it's like so freaking cool. Okay, let me get you some very concrete physical things though, because your physical system might just be feeling lousy and you could be thinking all the positive thoughts, but you still have a headache. So here's some ideas. First things first, especially if you're getting the Moderna or the Pfizer vaccine. I'm going to give you 4 little things. If you're getting the Moderna or the Pfizer vaccine, know that you are injecting yourself with a beyond freezing cold substance. Imagine your poor body loves to go around at this 98.6. It's feeling toasty and cozy and it's just happy in its life. And then whammy, you inject something that is below freezing into your tissues. That sends your energetic body, the homeostasis of your body, into disorder. There's no way around it. Even though you know mentally, in the long run, this is hopefully going to be better for me, and the science is pointing that way, at least now, your body doesn't know that. Your body just knows something invasive has happened. So we need to counter that cold essence with as much warmth as you can. So one of the primary ways is to drink fresh ginger root tea the days leading up to the injection, immediately following the injection, and for the rest of that day, and continue for several weeks after, even when your symptoms abate. Support your body's natural homeostasis, that your body likes to be warm. Was it 98.6? I think that's what we're supposed to be at. But somewhere in that realm, your body likes that. So ginger tea will warm your body from the inside out. It will warm your digestive tract, which then has effects on your whole entire system. Ginger also has a whole wonderful host of healing properties: antimicrobial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, on and on and on. I've linked down below to this amazing resource. This woman has come up with all these different ways that you can make your own fresh ginger root tea in bulk. And if you've never done it before, she walks you through step by step from the easiest way to the person who wants to get a little more into it. It's a fantastic resource. So check that out and start chugging that ginger tea. It is such good stuff. And then use a warming pack. Oh, I left mine upstairs. I don't have it. I have one that's made by an excellent Tui Na practitioner, which is a form of traditional Chinese medicine massage. And in the pack is all sorts of warming herbs, and it's wonderful. I use a microwave. It's the only thing I use a microwave for, is to warm up my warming packs. I don't cook in that thing, but I warm up my warming pack in that. Place it on your abdomen, and especially on the bottoms of your feet, because those are related to the energy channels in your body, which are going to be most affected by coronavirus. So keep your body warm with those warming packs. Do not put an ice pack on the injection site. You've just caused a little, micro trauma to your tissues by injecting this freezing fluid. Put something warm on it so your body can return to homeostasis. Put the warming pack on the belly and on your feet. I've heard from many people, I can't get my feet warm after that injection. Warming packs will help. Now there's 2 more things you can do. Practice guided relaxation, which in yoga we call yoga nidra. Yoga nidra is like a yogic sleep. You know that place when you're not asleep, but you're not awake, and you're in that cool in-between part? That's yoga nidra. And there's lots and lots of videos that can help guide you to that state. And here's the deal with that state. When you put your brain into that zone, you are getting such powerful healing rest. It's the best thing to do before sleep, or if you're having trouble sleeping. It will decrease and help you manage, especially if you have anxiety or you tend to be a very stress or fear-based reaction person. Yoga Nidra is a godsend practice. It will move your body naturally into that balanced homeostasis. It will decrease your respiration and your heart so that your body is not working so hard, and then it can divert that energy to the areas that are needed, because your immune system is going to be working overtime. So you need to give the rest of your systems those deep, profound rest to balance that overreactivity of that immune system. Let your circulation, your neurological system, your nervous system kind of power down so the immune system can do its work. It's profound. So do it even when you're laying in bed there feeling lousy, even if you're sort of half listening to it. Do them as much as you can, at least once a day, if not 3, 4, or 5 times a day. I'll link to some below, some that are 10 minutes. One of them is 30 minutes. If you don't like mine, just look up Yoga Nidra or guided relaxation on YouTube. It's so amazing. I could go on and on. I'll stop there. Okay, next thing to do when you're starting to feel a little better, and like you might oh, okay, it's starting to lift a little bit, do a little bit of gentle yoga, Tai Chi or Qigong. I'm a yoga teacher, so I'll include a link to one of my yoga videos. That's my practice that I do when I can't even get up off the floor. I just want to like roll around on the floor and like kind of feel a little better. These gentle yoga practices will help encourage the lymph, which is part of your immune system functioning in your body, to drain properly. They will help to release any of that muscle fatigue and stiffness that you've gotten. They will help promote then circulation through the whole body, which you need, again, to warm the body and get back to that homeostasis, that nice balanced place. And they will ease that shock to your system, and they'll also help you mentally to shift from that sort of feeling sick mode into balance again. So whether or not you decide to get the COVID vaccine is totally up to you, and always talk to your doctor. And if you've never done any of these types of things that I'm suggesting here before, talk to your doc about those too. Always check with your major healthcare provider. I think what we really overlook sometimes is that we want to, ideally, to get to that great state of ease and health, to use the best of these traditional practices of Ayurveda and yoga and traditional Chinese medicine in conjunction with the best of Western medicine. And that's really when things become so powerful, because you're letting these great modern sciences help you, but you're also honoring all of the human beings who have walked this planet before you, who have found ways to align with nature and promote natural states of health and wellness. It's taking the best of everything, but it's up to you. It's up to you to show up for yourself. So wherever your journey takes you with these side effects, I wish you lots of peace and health, and always much gratitude to my teachers in the integral yoga tradition, our master Swami Satchidananda and his teacher, Master Sivananda, who was himself a medical doctor. Come from a long line of therapeutically based yogis, and without them, I wouldn't be here in front of you. So all gratitude to them for sharing their knowledge with us. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May your life be filled with joy, peace, love, and light. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace to you. Subscribe, like. More importantly, do these practices and share them with other people. Spread that light. Bye, my friends. Peace.